UK-domiciled investment funds suffered £17 billion net outflows in 2019, with active managers enduring a particularly punishing year amid a series of industry scandals and stiff competition from passive tracker funds. Invesco, Aberdeen Asset Management and M&G topped a ranking of Britain's worst-selling fund houses for the year, according to figures from financial data provider Morningstar. Read more. 2019 was worst year on record for UK property funds. The active investment industry, where fund managers select stocks rather than tracking an index, has come under pressure following disappointing performances from many managers and the increasing popularity of cheaper passive funds.A. series of high-profile fund suspensions added to fund managers' woes in 2019, including the collapse of former star stockpicker Neil Woodford's investment empire after his flagship fund was frozen and the suspension of M&G's £2.5 billion property fund in December. Morningstar analyst Bhavik Parekh said these scandals had left a series of black marks on the active fund management industry. Events such as these haven't done anything to stem the flow of assets from active to passive vehicles, he said. Invesco suffered the worst net outflows of any UK fund house, totaling £9.3 billion in 2019, with two of its funds also listed in the top 5 individual vehicles with the largest outflows. Parekh said Invesco had a year to forget, with assets under management dropping globally as well as in the UK. The fund house's performance in the UK has been hurt by growing concerns over the performance of 3 funds managed. Mark Barnett, a former protege of Woodford Investors, pulled at least £1 billion from the 3 in the final quarter of 2019, and Barnett has moved to reassure investors the funds will not fall victim to the liquidity problems that helped bring down Woodford. Passive funds enjoyed net inflows of £19 billion in 2019, while their active counterparts shed £32 billion, although some of those losses were due to assets being relocated to Luxembourg. The year's best-performing fund was the Vanguard FTSE UK All-Share Index Unit Trust, which enjoyed inflows of £1.82 billion, propelling it to become the third largest open-ended UK-based fund, up from 8th in 2018. Read more. Liquidity concerns mount as investors pull £1 billion from Mark Barnett's Invesco funds. The 2 next best performing were Aberdeen Standard's Global Corporate Bond Tracker and BlackRock's BlackRock ACS World X UK Equity Tracker, which both saw net inflows of £1.6 billion. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, attracted the most assets on an absolute basis in 2019, gaining £6.9 billion, while indexing giant Vanguard has the highest growth in assets from flows at £4.7 billion. For more on this story, visit the news article link.